Hey, welcome to Hyperspace Heroes, as we're now calling it, DB and Scruffy Show. So this is
Why
Brown
not?
Tuesday. Absolutely, why not? I mean, somebody's absent, so hey, we can call it whatever we want. Yeah, I know he's watching right now. We went there.
Yep.
So this is Brown 2 signing in. What else
I guess
we got?
Brown 4 just rounding out the squadron, just the two of us.
Brown 2 and Brown 4. All right.
Brown leader gets more shore leave than I've ever seen. This is ridiculous.
I know, right? That's what I'm thinking. So once again, of course, Brown leader is gone, off doing who knows what, and we don't want to know. So we're running the show with no agenda, no bullet points, no structure, no specific topic. Just me and DB blurting out random stuff like we have ADHD or something.
Hey, can I let our listeners in on a secret?
Do tell.
That's how I always operate.
Well, me too. But I mean, truthfully, yeah. I mean, any minute now. Oh, squirrel. Okay. Oops, sorry. So this show is
Vorpack.
Oh, Vorpax, yes, Vorpax. We got Vorpax, and I'm drinking enough of this to bring back to life a T-Rex. So hey, this ought to be interesting. So it's either going to be incredibly long, as neither one of us are ever going to shut up, or it's going to be really short, like 20 minutes long, after 5 minutes of dead silence while we stare at each other with nothing to say, really. So we'll see how it goes.
I could stare at you and not say anything. I mean, we're close to Valentine's Day, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
We just lost half our audience. Okay.
So we got one listener now?
We have one listener.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, well.
Is it Brown leader?
Probably, yeah. I can even hear him right now. He's sounding like Rayman. Yeah, I'm an excellent host. Yeah, we need an agenda because, we need structure because I'm an excellent host. Yeah,
you forgot character development.
I'm going to pay for... Oh, and we need character development and an agenda because I'm an excellent host. Yeah. I'm going to pay for that. Right?
Yes.
Terribly.
Sorry, listeners. Scruffy will not be on next week.
Scruffy is probably gone forever. But for right now, I'm here. So on with the show.
Podcasting, the final audio frontier. These are the legends of Brown Squadron.
Our computer is picking up a strange signal. Here, sir, you better take a look at it.
The ongoing mission? To explore the Star Wars universe and other nerd culture topics. To seek new content and new cantinas, bars, and lounges. To boldly annoy Scruffy by making too many bad jokes. Welcome to the Hyperspace Heroes Podcast.
All right, so here we are, DB and Scruffy alone again. Episode 72.
Holy moly.
I know, right?
And no guests. That means it's just you and me.
It is literally just you and me talking about whatever we want for however long we want.
Trek talk?
And you have been listening to Hyperspace Heroes. That's no moon. No.
No, we won't do any Trek talk.
Well, we do have some Trek talk coming up in the future, but along with some other really exciting announcements to make. But we're going to save that for Brown later to make announcements on. So we'll leave that one alone for right now. My first topic, though, on our list. So I do have a little bit of an agenda, kind of some things we should mention. I would like to take a quick, short moment of silence for the passing of Carl Weathers. Truly a sad day. Apollo Creed from Rocky, Dylan from Predator, Jericho Jackson from Action Jackson, Chubbs from Happy Gilmore, and of course in 2019 he joined the Star Wars universe as Greef Karga. What do you think, DB?
I was shocked because, I mean, Okay, so he was 76, but he did not look that old in The Mandalorian. He looked very spry, very active. I mean, just he still looked like Apollo Creed to me, you know?
I agree. I was truly shocked. He is one of those people I've always wanted to meet. I loved Action Jackson back in the 80s. I thought that movie was just epic. A lot of people didn't really care for it, but I thought it was awesome. So I was really sad to hear about it because he was probably one of those people I always wanted to. He was always one of those people I wanted to meet.
Yeah, he's so underrated. He's in everything, and you don't realize it.
No, he was even a part of the military police in Close Encounters.
Was he really?
Yes, he was.
I did not know that.
I mean, his IMDb page is just it's impressive, of course, because he's Carl Weathers. But
Weathers.
You see all these because I didn't know he was in Close Encounters.
I had no idea.
Of course, he's Combat Carl in Toy Story 4. It's just his list is impressive, and it was just very sad. I was hoping someday he would be one of those guests at ICCC, but unfortunately, it's not to be.
I'm right there with you. And the day he passed, or that he announced, I told Mrs. DB, and she obviously had no idea who Carl Weathers was. But one of his last things, other than Mando, is he was on a short-lived show called Chicago Justice, which is part of the Chicago package on NBC. Chicago Fire, Chicago Med, I can't even. Chicago Garbage Workers. I don't know. She watches the whole lineup. Chicago Sanitation. But,
I want to watch that tonight before I go to bed.
well, Mrs. DB watches those with the same passion that I watch Star Wars shows. And I had to say, hey, he was like the district attorney. He was the main guy. That show was only on for like one season. But, he has such gravitas, He was the head guy.
There is the word of the day.
All right. We need
gravitas. Absolutely. And just look at Chubbs from Happy Gilmore. That was an epic movie.
And that's the funny thing. That meme keeps going around with the Pucks, with the alligator and the predator and all the people that have done him wrong in all these films. I mean, I love that meme.
Yeah, he was one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, and I was just looking. He was in 28 episodes of In the Heat of the Night.
Really?
Yeah.
With Archie Bunker?
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Carol O'Connor.
Carol O'Connor. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. I knew his name, but it was just.
I'm glad you remember because I was going to start twitching here in a minute, and I got enough caffeine through me to actually take it to a whole nother level. Carl Weathers, everyone. A very, very sad day for sure, and just very unfortunate. That's going to be one of those people I'll never get to meet.
I know that hurts
for sure. Moving on to a little happier topic. We got some Bad Batch coming up here pretty soon. I'm totally excited about that. What do we said? It's the 21st, isn't it?
Is it coming up that soon?
So 1, 2, like 6 days away. Yes. Yeah. 6 days away.
Oh, we'll be talking about that on the show soon, won't we?
Yes, we will. And apparently some people out there have already been talking about it because there's a rumor out there that some of the members of the press have seen the first 8 episodes already.
How come we were not invited to review this show?
Yeah, I have no idea. I think we should have with our status here, but
are we not internet influencers?
Oh my word! I think we are.
Yeah, we're influencing somebody.
I'm gonna start calling myself that. I'm an internet influencer.
Yes, it's content creator.
Content creator, yes.
That content may be garbage, like what we're spewing now.
But it's content. It's content, and we created it. Especially since Brown Leader's not here, we're creating content right now. So hey,
if you enjoy that opening visual to this, I created that. It took me all of about 4.5 minutes, but
this is true. We are content creators. Oh my word!
I think I can quit my full-time job now. I mean, there are people that would prefer that, but
well, not me, because we just have one less person I can sit around and talk about Star Wars with. Oh wait, we don't do that.
No.
So anyway, neither one of us have paid any attention to what's out there. We've been I think all three of us have kind of had our heads buried in the sand for the last couple of weeks. Other than the trailers, I will watch the trailers, but I have not read, watched, or listened to anything or any comments about anybody who's seen. And I've had a couple opportunities to do that, but I've been ignoring it all because I want to see it with a fresh set of eyes,
Yeah, I have purposely ignored it. In fact, I'm probably going to have to go back and binge season 2 just so I can appreciate the story. Because, I mean, honestly, they left us with a who shot JR kind of moment. I mean, isn't Omega still imprisoned? Didn't they capture her at the end?
Yep. Omega's still in prison.
And we don't really know what Mount Tantus is about other than it's really got to be a tie-in to the sequels. I think they're pulling this all together. And did you notice the predominance of Palpatine?
Yes.
In the new trailer. So just saying.
Somehow Palpatine has returned.
Somehow. Well,
somehow. I watched the trailer and one of the trailers, I think it's the newest one. You hear Hunter talking, and he opens up some kind of a window on some kind of a coffin, and there's a clone in it, obviously. As he's talking to someone about how he was hoping the end of the war would mean losing less of our brothers. I want to know who's in the coffin. It's not Tech. I want to know what happened to Tech. I'm still not dealing with that very well. The passing of Tech.
Hey, no one's really gone if Filoni needs him back.
Well, let's hope Filoni needs him back because I'm pretty crushed.
Yeah,
I'm pretty crushed about Tech being gone. And then you hear some dialogue between Omega and Crosshair about escaping. The trailers were awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm very sad that it's the last season. Bad Batch is probably one of my most favorite Disney projects so far. I just love the show.
It is, and I can't believe they're ending it after 3 seasons, unless that's a deliberate way to wrap this story up and bring it in toward the Mando Avengers movie coming down the pipe.
The Mando Avengers movie. I think that's gotta be a little bit of what's going on here.
I mean, do you think they'll bring? I mean, will any of the Bad Batch survive, and will they bring them into the Mando Avengers movie? I mean, that's down the line. Who's going to play Hunter? Stallone.
Wrecker would be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Get to the chopper.
Get to the Marauder.
Get to the Marauder. Okay, we're on to something here.
Well, my first thought was Lou Ferrigno.
Oh, Lou Ferrigno, yeah.
Lou Ferrigno would be great.
Oh, wait. So who's playing Omega?
Let's see. Knowing Disney, it'd be somebody like Jennifer Aniston.
No.
Exactly. That's my point. Knowing Disney, it'll be somebody like Jennifer Aniston.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, yeah, I think they have to survive. I can't deal with losing another member of the Bad Batch. I'm still pretty tore up about Tech.
Hey, but Fee's back.
Yes, Fee is back. I was excited to see Chopper in the trailer.
Yeah.
Asajj Ventress. That was awesome.
What's going on with the Asajj, with the boy band do going on?
A boy band do. Okay, that I have not.
I'm
All right,
sorry,
thanks-
I'm on
thanks-
fire
thanks for ru-
tonight.
Thanks for ruining that for me. Appreciate it. That's just wow. All right.
But seriously,
Yeah. I agree. I'm used to seeing her in a Clone Wars style with, the bald, very skeletal looking face, and then she looks very different in this trailer from Bad Batch.
and if she has the secret to regrowing beautiful blonde hair, I've got the head to test it on. There was a time when this was covered with beautiful blonde hair. Oh my God, I've made him snort. And you have been listening to Hyperspace Heroes.
Okay. I would like to remind you that I do have your senior picture.
I know. It's
Oh,
beautiful
wow.
and blonde, isn't it?
So, so I'm really sad to see that this is the final season. Yes, it's beautiful. Okay, it's beautiful. It is a sight to behold. Yes.
Yeah, we're not going to scan that and put that on the show.
We're not.
I have the same yearbook, dude. I can get your picture and put.
Oh, bring it! I'm proud of my picture.
Yeah, you were a handsome man. Yeah.
Here's the ADHD part of our show where we're just gonna go totally off topic. Dude, the mullet, the beautiful mullet hair, but the only thing about my pictures is what was my obsession with, my shirt always being buttoned down to here, all 4 chest hairs sticking out like this. What the hell?
All
But
4 sisters.
But beyond that, I was a dish. Okay, so you can bring that. You can bring those pictures out. You can post them everywhere. Heck, I'll print them up, put them on T-shirts, and I'll wear them, saying this was me.
The thing is,
I was literally half the man I am today.
You and me both, sir. Like
Yeah,
you had the beautiful full mullet. I had this proto mullet that would barely go past my collar.
The proto mullet.
I mean, I was 17 and I couldn't grow, a full mullet. So,
oh yes, I had it down to the middle of my back by the time I was 21.
Yeah.
Oh, those were good days. I was in shape.
I traded in for the Sam Jackson look on top. So.
I could do actual curls and not 20-ounce curls. Mm-hmm. Anyway,
man, we are way off topic at this point.
We are way. Brown Leader, if you're listening, this is what happens when you leave. So anyway, I'm sorry. Focus. Our one listener is probably gone by now. And
I'll bet Rural Farm Boy's still listening.
Rural Farm Boy is probably listening. He's probably the only one we got listening, and we have no comments so far this show. So, ouch. So anyway, what we're tech. So yeah, I can't lose any more of the Bad Batch. I don't know how they would bring that into the Mandoverse, but how that would work. But I think they have to be there.
That's it. Oh man, at least whoever survives has got to be there.
I think they all need to survive, but I think you and I both know it. I think we're in for a very heartbreaking season here with that.
Yeah, we're in for a Rogue One ending, aren't we?
Oh wow, I never thought of it that way. Yeah, I think we are. Okay, I can't handle any more heartbreak at this point in my day.
All right, new topic. What topic? You got to have a bullet point or two there somewhere.
What else? What else was coming up? We have Bad Batch being released shortly.
Hey, the Star Wars toy collector, one of our favorite people, one of our first guests on the show. Remember him?
Yes, I do.
He has been listing, and I know he's got a team with him now, so I shouldn't say he, but that page Hasbro's got a ton of pre-orders going on, and I still haven't hit the lottery, so these are going to be off limits to me. But they just listed an Escape from Order 66 4-pack of figures. It's got Ahsoka and 3 droids, and
I want that so bad.
I know. I really am building a droid army. Not in the Trade Federation sense, but I love Astromechs, and that looks so cool. But I'm just too damn cheap. But then I know this one's gonna tug at your heartstrings, Scruff. There's a vintage collection Sabine and a vintage collection Chopper with the artwork on the card.
I've seen it, and I want it. I want it so bad. So the vintage collection, I kind of got addicted to that vintage collection a little bit. You have the vintage style figure on the vintage style card, and then you have the modern figure on the vintage style card. And I've been a sucker for both, and I see all these pre-orders coming up, and I get so geeked about. I want it all, but I think we both know that that's just not going to happen.
Oh, I know those are so cool though, and Chopper even comes with little Loth cats. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. And
oh man,
another one of those reasons why I can't tell you how bad I want it.
Well,
it's just driving me nuts.
Some of the other things that and as much as I love the vintage collection, and I love the retro collection because they just scream 1978. But Toy Collector's also been posting a lot about the Micro Galaxy Squadron, and they got some really cool. There's a new First Order TIE Fighter coming out. And did you see the holographic X-Wing?
Yes, okay. I did.
You're discussing everything. Yeah.
It's killing me. I want it.
Yeah, and they just put out a U-Wing from Rogue One. Speaking of Rogue One. I have the full Hasbro U-Wing. But the micro, I don't know. There's something about the Micro Galaxy Squadron I just love. And if anybody wants to donate a bunch of the AT-ATs to me from that line, I'll put them in the Hoth scene. But
how many do you need?
You know what? What is it? Sideways 8 is the infinity symbol, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. There's not enough.
So we could start a GoFundMe page to fund DB's edit scene. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because that's not total abuse of GoFundMe.
No, not at all.
No. I adore the Micro Galaxy Squadron, and I just can't keep up with them at the rate they're putting them out.
Yeah, it's been a little rough for sure. So yeah, cruising through his page, there's just so much cool stuff. I'm sure Brown Leader's freaking out about the Ezra Bridger Funko Pop.
Saw that. Yeah.
Looks like there's another Mandalorian coming up.
They had a Valentine's BB-8.
Yeah, the Valentine's Day BB-8.
A little pink BB-8.
Yeah. Brown Leader, you need to get that on your order list. Yeah, there is just some really cool stuff coming up, and I don't think I can keep up with it all. Plus, I've seen a lot of the Disney release of those, there's one for the Return of the Jedi where there's like 6 or 8 figures in it. Mom Mothma was one of the Return of the Jedi figures in it. Oh
man, I would have liked to have that set just to have her.
Yes, I want that. I know there was a new Hope set released. I'm falling behind. And I don't know how I'm going to get caught back up without winning the lotto, of course, as we discussed.
We don't have a Ross or an Ollie's here dumping all those figures off for $5.
At some point in time, that's going to dry up somehow.
Yeah, I see Hasbro has had a pretty dismal year last year, and That'll cut production. They said something they're going to cut production, and that'll mean fewer discounts. That's frustrating.
It's very frustrating because it goes back to my whole frustration with collecting as a whole now. I remember getting up on my day off. I'd hop in the car in the morning, and I would make my round through town, hitting every store that I knew I needed to hit. On the day I needed to hit it, I knew that Walmart would release their stuff on this day or get a shipment this day. Target, I knew I had to hit on this day. Meyer was kind of hit and miss. I had my routine, and then suddenly everything changed.
Hey, but you can go to any of those stores and get a Lando.
Or a Grief Karga. Or a Grief Karga.
Oh, I wish they had Grief Karga. I'd have 10 of them now with Carl gone,
Walmart.
Did
Walmart had the Black Series.
Oh.
Walmart had the Black Series Grief Karga.
Oh, man.
And then Dooku's sale bars for the microline.
Mm-hmm.
That's a peg warmer out there. So it's very frustrating in that the stuff we want to see, like these pre-orders that are all coming up right now, never seem to hit the shelves, of course, and pre-orders are gone like quick. And then we won't even get into the topic of the resellers who place mega pre-orders and then turn around and sell it for 3 times the price, while the rest of the collectors are just kind of scrambling to try and figure out a way to get it at a reasonable price. There's just a lot of factors that kind of change the whole aspect of collecting for me.
They're making it less fun.
They're making it a lot less fun.
But the stuff they put out is such better quality than it ever was. Like that new chopper and that new R5D4 are pretty sweet little.
Yeah, they are. And I'm going to have those eventually. At some point in time, I'm going to have to get those.
Man.
And I don't know. Probably at ICCC. ICCC is coming up in October, as everybody I'm sure knows. Big collector convention in Nashville. We are totally excited to be there. I'm going to try not to spend obscene. Well, I don't have obscene amounts of money to take with me, so that's not a problem. Unless I win the lotto between now and then.
Yeah, then we're flying. No, you like to drive. I forgot how much you like to drive.
I love the drive, but the problem is, if my engine stops working in my car, I don't fall from 30,000 feet out of the sky.
Okay, I like your rationale.
Yeah. I have a fear of heights in general, so I don't like being up that high to begin with. But at the end of the day, the biggest thing for me is that abrupt stop at the end when you hit the ground.
You make a lousy star pilot. Just saying. Even if it's fictional.
But I'm in space.
It's different. Where there's no oxygen. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm just sailing through space. Thanks for pointing that out. Appreciate it.
I'm here for you, man.
Okay. So yes, I would make a lousy land pilot. I'm okay in space, though. I can hit my hyperspace and be gone. Yeah.
And besides, if we fly, we can't go to Kokomo Toys.
Oh yes, or some of the other stops we'll probably make that we won't talk about.
Yeah, Kokomo Toys, we're giving you the shout out this time.
Absolutely.
If you've never been to Kokomo Toys, Kokomo, Indiana, it's an amazing retro toy store. And after we're done with the show, I'll tell you where to send my check, Kokomo Toys.
Check? I just want them to send me stuff.
No kidding.
Just send me lots of cool stuff.
Yeah, didn't Brown Leader do a bunch of shorts from inside the store and post?
He did. Yeah.
Check our social feed.
We need to go there again. So yes. So Toy Collector, great job keeping up and haunting us with images of stuff that we can't afford.
I
Have
don't
you
know why.
placed?
I
Have you
look at
placed?
his site every day, and yeah.
Have you placed any orders yet?
No, I'm on a spending moratorium. I bought a couple of tauntauns off the IC Facebook page, but I'm on a moratorium at least till the tax return comes in.
Well, I hope it's a big check for you.
We just got to keep sending Brown Leader on long vacations because he brings the stuff back.
This is true. This just every time he comes back, it's like Dad abandoning his kids, so he's making up for his child abandonment things by bringing us back toys and stuff.
Yeah, he's buying our love, and it works.
Buying our love, yes. yeah. That's pretty much what it is, isn't it?
It is.
I hope he continues to buy our love.
Yes,
And we love you, Dad. So one of the things I saw.
I'm sorry. He's the youngest of the three of us. We're calling him Dad.
Well, yeah, I know, but I think he's probably the more mature of the three of us.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah. At least he has more restraint than the two of us. Far more restraint. So anyway, one of the things I saw posted recently that's really bothering me. Disney has confirmed that their Star Wars is on decline. Well, that's just what they said.
No.
Yeah, and that's really bothering me because I have a hard time imagining a world without new Star Wars.
Oh, they've blessed us with so much in the last decade. Oh my God.
I know. And I'm having flashbacks of those dark times.
Back when the only thing you could get were those Bendums. Remember the Bendums?
Oh, Bendums. Yes. Okay. Do you have any Bendums?
I do. Dude, it was the only thing you could get in like 1995.
Oh, that is not true. You could get some Timothy Zahn books. I mean, Heir to the Empire was what year? 91?
Oh, I have the full set. I have it signed by Tim Zahn himself. But
yeah. So yeah, Timothy Zahn. I think it was 91. Well, let's take a
come
quick
on,
look there.
Google.
Yes, Heir to the Empire 91, Dark Force Rising 92, Last Command 93. Those are the Thrawn trilogy books. Spectre of the Past, Vision of the Future. Yeah, so there were some great Timothy Zahn books in that era.
Mm-hmm.
But without those Zahn books, without Timothy Zahn, there really wouldn't be much of anything in Star Wars related.
No, you're absolutely right. But who says Star Wars is in decline? No, we're getting some of the best content we've gotten.
True. I'm just in fear of what life is going to be like afterwards. Because what are we going to talk about after this? When it's all done. Because we're not talking Trek.
They've been saying Trek's in decline for 50 years, and that franchise is hitting its 60-year mark soon. So I think Star Wars will be around for a while.
Can you hear me roll my eyes?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay, let's choose another franchise. James Bond's been around since what, 1962?
Yeah, but James Bond is awesome.
Yeah, but it went through some pretty rough times. I mean, some of the later Roger Moores were goofy and that
was the first thing I was going to bring up. I loved Roger Moore's Bond, but some of those were a little questionable.
Questionable was good, but The Spy Who Loved Me is fantastic. Moonraker was mostly okay because it had Richard Kiel as Jaws. I mean, one of my favorite characters. But you get into like A View to a Kill where Roger Moore was like 65 and his leading ladies were 25. That screamed a little sexism to me.
Okay. Who was the best Bond then?
Connery.
Okay, well, that was a short debate. All right.
Well, yeah, no, it's hard when we agree on everything. What's going on here,
Yeah.
Scruff? Usually we're butting heads.
Well,
No, I grew up with Roger Moore. I grew up with Roger
well,
Moore.
we
He was
both
my
did.
favorite.
We both did.
But the more I watch the old ones, which they're outdated. Okay, go back and watch From Russia with Love.
Well,
okay?
we're outdated. Okay, so yeah.
But Connery, he was the essence. And I actually like Timothy Dalton. He just had bad scripts.
Oh no, I did not like Timothy Dalton. I like him as an actor. Just he was not one of my favorite Bonds.
He was saddled with bad scripts.
Okay, you're probably right. Daniel Craig, though, I love the new Bond with Daniel Craig.
I would say Craig is probably my second favorite behind Connery. But my point is, here's a franchise well over 60 years old, and they keep saying it's over. But
that's right. There was a point, wasn't there?
Yeah, we're not just talking Bond now. I mean,
yeah, we get off on these sides. See, without Brown Leader here, we get off on these tangents and just kind of get lost. Bring it back around. You are correct. I don't think Star Wars will ever truly disappear. I just really like the structured content that's coming out, and I worry about once they wrap up this Mandoverse world, this movie, what comes after that? Because I would love to see some Knights of the Old Republic, some stuff from way back.
Oh, that would be awesome, but I'm not sure that's the direction they're going to go. Because
they're going to bring Rey back, and
exactly.
We're going to reboot A New Hope.
Right, we're going to have
Daisy Ridley.
A newerist hope. That's what we'll call it. A newerist hope.
A newerist hope. Wow. All right. I think we lost a listener there.
Even Rural Farm Boy ditched us, huh?
Yeah, I think Rural Farm Boy's bailed on us by now.
Wow.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
I was going to segue, but I think that's where you were going to go too, right?
No, I saw a squirrel.
4-pack.
4-pack.
Ooh, porg.
I saw a 4-pack, and I just got lost. What was their segue? Bring us on. Bring us back on topic here.
We were talking about where the franchise goes. I'm going to talk about where the franchise is going the first weekend of May this year. We're going back to the beginning.
We are going back to the beginning, and I'm not talking about A New Hope. I'm talking about Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Yes.
The movie I stood in line around a building for 8 hours to get a ticket to.
Wow.
It was 1999.
You were truly partying like it's 1999.
I took a day off from work to stand in that line and get a ticket.
I did as well. I know I saw it opening night. I don't remember that for breakfast this morning, let alone what happened back in 1999. Other than I remember I was prepared for the car to not start on January 1st. Because I was prepared for my toaster to not work anymore. Crap like that. But beyond that, I don't really remember much else.
But someday I'll tell you my Y2K story. It's kind of funny, but I know where you're coming from. Okay, tell us about Phantom Menace.
I don't know. We got 32 or 22 minutes left. Go ahead.
Yeah. Here's the short version. Everybody was terrified of Y2K. I spent the month of December 1999 in Europe. I was 6 hours ahead. So when midnight happened, and literally nothing happened.
Nothing happened? What? Wait, what? Nothing happened?
I wanted to call home, but those are the days where you had to pay like $9.95 a minute to call from Europe to the US. I wanted to call and go, relax, everybody. We're still here. That's the short version.
So nothing happened.
Nothing happened. The computers rolled over and nobody lost their money, and there wasn't a zombie apocalypse or anything like that.
I'm really bummed out about that. I was looking forward to the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
I'm still looking forward to the zombie apocalypse. But anyway,
But you're
Phantom
looking
Menace.
more forward to Phantom Menace, right?
Phantom Menace, yes.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see the Phantom Menace re-release. I hope it comes to our town. We have not had very good luck in the last probably 4 or 5 years of getting some of these re-releases. I'm still looking for Wizard of Oz. That's supposed to be back in the theater, but I haven't seen that yet either. Yeah, I'm just very disappointed. But anyway, Phantom Menace re-release this May. What was the date on it? Do you remember?
I want to say May 3rd.
Is it May 3rd? Okay.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
And hearing about that, of course, we both ended up watching
Fanboys.
Fanboys.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, welcome to the special edition of DB's Blockbuster, completely unplanned, so we could watch Fanboys in honor of Phantom Menace.
All right. So
Is that the worst intro ever?
The absolute epically worst intro ever. However, Fanboys it is. What an awesome movie. And one of my favorite lines about Star Wars ever, where Windows tells the guys, you guys got to stop perpetuating this myth that Boba Fett is some kind of badass. All right. He has a jetpack. So did the Rocketeer. Really cool. When it comes time for battle, the man's Michael Bay. All style, no substance. Yes.
And that was in like the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Yes, it was. Absolutely. I was hooked on that movie after that line. Because I love Boba Fett. Don't get me wrong. I like Boba Fett. Boba Fett's awesome. Brown Leader right now, I can hear him from here rolling his eyes because he is a big Boba Fett fan. And he gets a little irritated when I begin to talk about the way he fell into the Sarlacc pit. Of course, we thought he was dead back then until Filoni brought him back to life in the book of Boba Fett. But anyway, he went out. That was weak. It was weak.
Yeah, that was the weakest way to get rid of a truly, potentially badass villain.
What?
Anyway.
No, you got to stop perpetuating this myth that Boba Fett's some kind of badass.
Yeah, well, there's another great quote, and I don't think we dare say it on our PG-rated podcast.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't.
But look, if you haven't seen Fanboys and you're listening to us, I'm going to tell you to turn us off, go watch Fanboys, and then come back because this is the quintessential movie for Star Wars fans because I just relate to these characters so much. Because, boy, should we give them the quick plot summary?
Give them the quick plot summary.
Okay, there's 4 nerds. They've grown up. They've graduated high school. They're in their early 20s, and 3 of them are still nerding out. And the one fella who's got the best character name, his name is Eric. He has, grown up and gone into the family business, and he's an adult, and you guys are nerds and blah blah. And then they find out one of the 3 nerds is literally dying of cancer. They've had this plan hatched since the 5th grade to break into the Skywalker Ranch, and now they have the opportunity to go out, break into the Skywalker Ranch, and steal a copy of the Phantom Menace before it comes out because they don't know if their friend Linus will live to see the release. And so they drive from Ohio in just a horrifically non-direct pattern to get from Ohio to the Skywalker Ranch in California.
Well, we had to make a stop, of course, in Iowa.
Riverside, Iowa.
The birthplace of
Captain James T. Kirk. And that sets up, they have all these misadventures on the way, and they this is their first run-in with a group of Trekkies who are not actually Trekkies because why? What does the quote say there, Scruffy?
The horrors at Viacom or something. What?
The horrors at Viacom threaten legal action or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, Viacom, which at the time owned Paramount, would not let them use the Star Trek icon, so they had bad ripoff uniforms.
The costuming for the Trekkies was terrible.
I think it was intentionally terrible.
And I never understood it until just recently when we found out that was why.
Yeah. That particular scene, they go there particularly to antagonize the Trekkies, and that's hilarious. And the Trekkies are led by someone who calls himself Admiral something or another. But it's Seth Rogen all nerded out, and it's hilarious. This is the first of 3 roles he plays in this movie, by the way.
Admiral C. Schultz.
C. Schultz. Yeah.
C. Schultz, yes. Seth Rogen. There were some great names in that movie. Kristen Bell, Jay
Baruchel.
Baruchel. Danny Trejo. That was awesome. Chief.
Danny.
Yes.
The Chief. Oh my God, that's so funny. They go into the biker bar, and it turns out to be the opposite of a biker bar.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And then some of the great cameos: Billy D. Williams, William Shatner, Carrie Fisher, Kevin Smith. There were some awesome cameos in there. Ray Park.
Rewatching it, I had forgotten that Kevin Smith and Jay Muse were in this.
Yes.
And then Ray Park was one of the lead security guys.
Yes.
How did they get all these people in this movie? I mean, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was epically awesome. So anybody out there, you gotta watch. You have to watch this at least once to truly appreciate the awesomeness of the Star Wars, the mock. Kind of let me fun a little bit of the Star Wars nerds, and I can relate to most of it. As you can see from behind me, my man cave down here looks like the carriage house, because it wasn't a garage.
It's not a garage. It's a
carriage house.
Did you never notice the license plate on their van? The license plate on their van is Slave 2.
Slave 2, yes, okay. Oh, wow. Hey, I need to order a license plate for the car.
Yeah, you do. And can you get the R2-D2 on the top like they had on the top of the van?
Actually, I kind of can. We need to talk about this later.
Yeah, because I think that'd be the best way to road trip to Nashville this year.
Well, the car is going to have a new addition here. So across the bottom of the driver and passenger door, the back door, there's an emblem on the bottom skirt that says Outback on it. Those are coming off and being replaced with custom 3D printed emblems that still say Outback, but in Arabic.
Oh, yes.
It's going to be awesome.
Oh, man. I'm so jealous.
Wow, I'm such a nerd. I'm going to probably do this after I get back from vacation with Mrs. Scruffy, if you will. So that I'm thinking maybe if I put it on after, she won't notice.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you know how that works out for me. So anyway, so Fanboys.
I'm watching Fanboys again the other night, and I thought, we've done road trips here, the Brown Squadron, to go these places. We've never had outrageous adventures like these guys who, seem to go out of their way to irritate people.
Well, I don't think we've ever gone out of our way to irritate people, but we can make a swing back to Riverside, Iowa.
Yeah, I'm okay, really.
All right.
I mean,
I've always been on the mission to get there because, I know that the game terminal is down there and there's cool things to do and see. Who doesn't want to spend 9 hours of the day playing vintage video games?
I do.
So, I was already heard to get down there. But if we want to have some misadventures, we can do that.
We need to go to Cincinnati and go to the Toy Museum and
the Toy Museum in Cincinnati. Yes. That, I don't know if it'll be this year because ICCC is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday this year instead of just Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
4 days this year.
4 days this year. Michael Havens, that is epically awesome. I'm looking forward to it. So we are going to have to schedule this run one of these days. To head down to the Mecca, if you will, and go see the Kenner Toy Factory, the whole Kenner Toy Museum, or just Toy Museum in general. I'm totally excited about it.
Yeah, you know what? The more I think about fanboys, the more I love their adventures, but they got out of everything. They went to jail. Judge Reinhold let them off. Judge Reinhold being played by Billy D.
Yeah, I don't recommend we go there.
And I don't want to lose any of my friends to a terminal disease, and unless we go to a hospital and Carrie Fisher is actually the doctor.
I don't want to see that because Carrie Fisher is unfortunately not with us anymore.
Oh, and they ended up in Vegas, where I don't want to.
I could go to Vegas. I could go to Vegas. I could do Vegas.
Well, Vegas is good, and I won't spoil the secret to who their super secret contact in Vegas is, but they also run into a couple of working girls, shall we say, that the nerds are too naive to understand that these are working girls, and they irritate their pimp, also played by Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen, yes.
And there's this comedy of errors where half the nerds are being chased by the Trekkies, and half the nerds are being chased by hookers and a pimp. And the lead for the Trekkies and the lead and the pimp are both played by Seth Rogen, and they end up fighting. It's hilarious.
It is pretty darn hysterical.
It's total Lord of the Rings epic, in scope.
Exactly. Yeah, that sounds
okay. Yeah, it's not Lord of the Rings epic quality, but it's brilliant stuff.
It's still pretty awesome. Yes,
you have to see it to believe it. It's fanboys, highly recommended. And Kyle Newman, if you're listening, you're welcome to come on the show at any time.
Oh yes, that would be awesome. I could easily burn 2 or 3 hours talking to Kyle Newman.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So one of the things we got to do tonight before we get out of here.
Wait, we have to do stuff?
Yeah, we really kind of do. So I'm going to read a post from We Are All the Scuttlebutt Scariff Podcast. The post said, "Congrats to Brown Squadron for winning one of my favorite pieces of original Star Wars art by Chicago artist John Rodriguez." And it is the art. Oops. The art is, it's a scene in Hoth. The AT-AT's moving forward, and the snow speeder is coming around it with a tow cable.
Do we have an image of this to show?
Yes, we do. So it is this right here. How well you can see the image of the image on the phone.
I thought maybe we had an image to show.
I did not prep accordingly. As Brown Leader right now is sitting there twitching right now, going, yeah. That's why we need an agenda. Yeah, because that much better than the one I showed. So yeah, because he's like, I'm an excellent host. Yeah, and I would have did that.
And Brown Leader,
I am truly going to pay for this tomorrow.
And I am going to beg Brown Leader right now, because walkers are my favorite vehicle in the Star Wars universe, and this would look beautiful on my office wall, where we could all enjoy it.
Office wall? No. Needs to be right behind you where I can watch it when we're doing the podcast.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, there you go, right there. Right there. There.
I can do.
Yeah, I think that's where it needs to go. But anyway,
Kylo Ren.
Yeah, we can give Kylo Ren the boot. But anyway, Scariff Podcast, that is an awesome piece of art. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. It is really cool, and we just love it. And we're probably all three of us gonna fight over it.
There's gonna be some custody battles.
Oh, we'll have to drop a custody document.
Yeah, everybody gets a week.
How it makes the tour. How it makes the tour. Yeah. Do we want to do every other month? Do we want to, do we want to just do 3 months? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
4 months at a time. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. And I'm sure Brown Leader's probably sitting there right now going, "No, it's going in my office. It's going in my wall behind me." Because I'm an excellent host. Yeah, I'm an excellent host.
Very cool. Very cool.
You know I'm gonna pay for. You know I'm gonna pay for that tomorrow. I can hear his eyes rolling right now.
Yes.
If he's listening, he might not even be listening because I'm pretty sure he's with Mrs. Brown Leader, and he's probably doing some. Oh wait, today is. Oh, that's the day after. That's the day after Valentine's Day. He's probably doing some romantic stuff. So.
Ew.
Ew. Oh, that is awesome. Ew. All right. Good job. Good job, man. Good job. All right. Speaking of Brown Leader, he has some great guest announcements coming up, but we're not going to spoil any of that. I want to make sure I want to have him announce it so that when we've got the details firmed up. So we'll be stay tuned for that. All right, so I think we've tortured everybody long enough. DB, you got anything else you want to talk about?
Show me the Baby Yoda doll where you touched you. Did he hurt you in the heart?
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
We just lost our PG rating.
Unless you have anything else that you want to talk about.
Contrary to what I said at the opening of the show, I had some bullet points. Let me see.
All right. What you got? What you got?
I will reiterate that Sam J. Jones will be at Fantasticon in Toledo, Ohio, and we're going to miss it.
Yeah, I know. Sam Jones, that was an awesome cameo in Ted.
Do you know I have never seen Ted?
All right, there's our blockbuster for next week.
It might have to be. No, we still have to watch Time Bandits. Didn't I assign Time Bandits?
Oh, my word. That's what we were supposed to watch, Time Bandits.
Yeah, I thought we had that assigned, and I couldn't remember.
Oh, my. Okay, I got to write that down real quick. Time Bandits.
And then maybe we'll watch Ted because that would be a newbie for me. So
Time Bandits it is. All right, that is next week's DB blockbuster. We will make sure that we all get that in. Oh, that's so disappointing. I forgot about that. What else you got on your bullet points there?
You know what? I did ramble through them and beyond. So
all right, excellent.
And we've had.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to get a talking to. But that's what happens when DB and Scruffy are alone again.
Yeah, you know what? He must not be listening, or my phone would have blown up by now.
Yeah, I keep checking. That's what I keep looking down for at my desk here. Is I got these phones in front of me, and I'm like, I keep checking the comments, and we still have no comments.
You know why? Because we've had such great guests these last few weeks.
We have, yes.
And I think we've just saturated people with our brilliance, and they just can't handle any more of DB and Scruffy.
Saturated people with our brilliance. I love that. I think we should end on that note before we screw it up and just say something else stupid.
Well, you know what? I did learn something when I was very young that if you can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with BS. This must be the BS episode.
This is the BS episode. So unless you have anything else, we're going to get out of here.
No, man, I've had a blast just jerking around having this fun stuff.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to Hyperspace Heroes. If there's anything you'd like us to talk about or agenda you would like DB and I to focus on, or if you have any questions, an actual agenda, or tell Brown Leader he's no longer allowed to take any time off, you can reach us at brownsquadron@gmail.com, or you can DM us through any of our social sites.
DM us? Isn't that a rapper? Oh, that's DMX.
Yes, DMC.
Sorry, my bad.
DMC?
Well, there's DMC, but then there's DMX from the 90s.
DMX. I'm sorry, DMX, yeah. Wait, great. Thanks for getting us off topic again.
You're welcome. 4-pack.
Oh, guess what? Here he is.
Oh, he
Brown
is
Raider.
listening.
What up, guys? And I think that's his way of saying, all right, you are done. All right, so anyway, so this is Brown 2 signing off, and you have been listening to Hyperspace Heroes.
That's no
moon. I think we did it.
Two
good.
of us, and that's the worst ever.
I think that was the best ever.